Feet together, toes apart. What's this?
Mind, power, juicy, seeking, mind of power.
Back to windshield wipers. All right, feet flat on the mat. We're gonna do hip ups. When I say up, I need you to count and drive your hips all the way up to the ceiling.
Up, 3, up.
So with this exercise, we're trying to get them to get those hips moving, which is a lot of our escaping when we're on the bottom. Whether we got to bump and shrimp out, or what we're going to teach today in getting the triangle hold, triangle choke from being in guard. See, now he's going to have one of the feet go to the ceiling, which is the first step in the triangle movement. You got to get those hips up and get that foot all the way up to the ceiling. Get that foot all the way up. We got to explode this. Get it up quick, quick. Both feet on the ground. Pop those hips, pop them up.
Right leg up. Up. 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4.
What I'm getting here is there's a whole bunch of things that go a little bit wrong with our triangles. We get triangles that end up looking like diamonds, and that doesn't make a choke. We're not turning our upper body when we come back down to sink in that leg on the back of their neck. That's why we did this hip up. You gotta be able to drive that hip up. You gotta be able to drive that leg up, right? Look in if you can see me. Gotta drive that hip up, and as I come down, I gotta turn my hips, my shoulders. If I'm on the mat, so my shoulders are lined up on the mat like I would do if I was doing that shrimp, I gotta come up. My shoulders have now gotta go 90 degrees off. If I don't get that, I'm not gonna be able to wrap that across the back of their neck. Look how nice my heel wraps on this side of my knee with that. We're gonna start with the one leg up in the air, go up, rotate down, reset, other leg, up, rotate down, up, rotate down, reset, left leg, up, rotate down, shoot straight up, rotate down. When you lift that leg, I want you to shoot it up. There you go, and then really pull her down in with that arm. You want your nose to line up with your knee. You're getting that nice choke here. Now you can bring your knee in closer to her, like kind of trap her in. You should be able to even feel how you can squeeze that as a triangle right there. If you know this is nice and tight, you know you can get your leg over. Boom, just like that. Pull this one across.
That way.
Yep. When I say get rid of it, you got to put it in between his legs, and once it's out of the way, then you can let go.
Get rid of it.
Boom. Bring this one over across. Keep that one down. Down.
Okay.
This one up. And then as it comes down, then turn your shoulders so your nose lines up with your knee.
Okay.
Okay? Yep. Grab your hands, grab his hands, get rid of that one. Keep your feet on the floor. Put that foot to the ceiling, shoot up, shoot up. Pull that to your shoulder, and as he's pulling in, you turn. Nose to knee, and look, you've crossed. Get rid of that arm. Nope, don't need to do that. Get rid of that arm. Yep, put it in between your legs. There you go. Now, as you pull that, this foot up, rotate as you pull. There you go. See, nose to knee, across his back. There you are. Okay, there you go. Now, across, bring your shoulders so your nose lines up with your knee. There you go. All right, so these are all the basic moves to locking in the triangle. How to actually finish it and lock it in completely also depends on who you're rolling with. So with that, these steps are always the basic, and that's what's gonna get you the win. So I need all my coaches and senpais, okay? I'm gonna use Noah first, because he's nice and small. So when it comes to someone who's a lot smaller up top than I am, it makes it real nice, because here I am, I can sink that in, and I can choke him without having my hands in there or anything. Got it? Is that the right way to do it? No. But what I like showing here is my heel is over my knee, and now I know as long as I control his arm, I can whip that leg over and really sink that in. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. All right, let me borrow Coach Gary. Coach Gary's got broader shoulders, so I gotta modify this a bit, right? So when I get him up in here, I can't bring it down nearly as much, right? I got him just as tight right here as I did Noah. But because his shoulders are so broad, I can't bring my heel down to my knee. which means once I try to bring this up, I've left this huge opening for him, and it's gonna be super hard and hurt me more to try and get this choke in. Because I want my knee pit to go right over my instep, right?
Yes, Senpai.
Well, I can't get that from here. So I'm gonna take my other hand, my right hand in this case, come up and grab my shin, and I'll pull that shin down. That's what's gonna squeeze that in. I don't grab my toes, I don't grab my top of my foot or my ankle, all that's breakable. Grab the shin, pull that in, lean back on that arm, and you can even hip up at that point, and it's gonna get it. So those are all your basic principles for your triangle. Go ahead and work it with your partner. Remember, as soon as you feel some strain, tap your partner. We don't want to kill each other here, right?
Yes, Senpai.
All right, 1, 2, 3. So Aslan, you gotta turn your shoulders this way, bud. You wanna line your knee to your nose. That makes sense? There it is. You want this over your ankle. There. Now pull and roll to the bottom of that foot. And now stretch out. It becomes an armbar, yes. But when he starts squirming, that's where you go, and then you stretch out, and you've got an armbar triangle, or a triangle armbar. Same with if he tries to stand up.
You can get that armbar.
Mm-hmm. Like if you try and do it again. Okay, start standing up, stand up. Now, just pull that arm down, plant his arm to the ground, swing that leg over and get that armbar. You can either swing the leg over, or you can start expanding as it is right now. Expand. And he'll get that armbar, okay? If not, that's when you can take this leg off and come around to this side of his head. And then there it is. 9 times out of 10, you start doing that to roll like that, and you're thinking, oh, I'll get that hitchhiker. 9 times out of 10, you won't. Because in MMA, once you stand up, you can start punching. So stick around, because next time, I'm gonna show them how to escape the triangle and turn it onto their opponent to get something else.